Okay, everybody, what are we doing?
Going on vacation.
Vacation! We're going on a road trip. Join us on the road trip.
Cool,
Kona.
going.
What you say? What you say? Woof, woof. Morning. We just got to bed last night on our road trip from Portland to Bend. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, just getting settled here. It's such a beautiful sunrise. I wanted to show you all what it looked like so that you could see this beautiful view and the horizon in the morning. Go early morning workout. We're gonna check out this fitness center, see what kind of lifting we can get on. In our hotel room, we have a very small, I would call it a kitchenette. It's not a kitchen. We've got a little microwave, a little coffee maker, a sink, and a teeny tiny fridge down below. A couple of things that we do to make sure that we eat really well while on vacation. And when I say really well, sticking to our calories and our macros so that we can continue with our training plans. We bring items with us. Sometimes people think that going grocery shopping and getting some of these things is expensive. I tend to think and know that it's less expensive to bring these items than it is to eat out for all your meals. A couple of things that I did. I packed up bags of Proats. If people don't know what Proats are, it's protein oatmeal. So it's like half just regular organic oats and half dried whey isolate protein. Mix that up in a bowl with a little bit of water. It's like a no-bake cookie. It's the most delicious thing in the morning. It's also very low fat. Get your protein in. Easy way to do it. So I packed those and brought those with. Next thing that I always bring on trips that is just absolutely clutch is this Fage lactose-free yogurt. It's not gonna so clutch on vacation. Actually, I have this a lot at home too. It is 120 calories per 3/4 of a cup, which is 170 grams, 3.5 grams of fat, 6 carbs, 17 grams of protein in here. Delicious. Top that up with some fresh berries. You got yourself a breakfast, a dessert, and you're still staying on point with your macros. Two things that are clutch on any sort of a trip, road trip for this: grilled chicken. Whole Foods is clutch for this. It's paleo friendly, so they're using, hopefully it's decent, yes they are. It's an olive oil that they're grilling this with. Just basic grilled chicken breast. This is so clutch. I use this sometimes for a breakfast, sometimes for a lunch. If we had it for dinner last night, chopped up chicken, it was great. My second favorite go-to with this is Whole Foods 365 organic honey mustard with the grilled chicken breast. Makes you feel like you're having a gourmet sandwich or something, minus the bread, and that's okay. Next thing is hard-boiled eggs. Get yourself some hard-boiled eggs. They come in clutch. I'm about to have these for breakfast. We just went and worked out, so this is going to be my protein with breakfast. These ones are organic, Vital Farms. There's 6 eggs in here. You don't have to cook them. Same good macros. Another thing to have on hand while you're traveling: beef jerky. Doesn't need to be refrigerated. This was my snack as we were driving yesterday. I already had it weighed out. 2 ounces of beef jerky, 20 grams of protein for 2 ounces of beef jerky. Last but not least, road trip, vacation, in a hotel room. Get yourself stocked up on some calorie-free drinks so that you're not tempted to have some sort of wild and crazy dessert, to have more dinner than you possibly need than fits your macros or your plan. This is a raspberry lime Spindrift. 5 calories for this. I got a couple of them because if I have a little bit of a sweet tooth in the evenings, sometimes this happens. If I'm out of my own kind of routine, it's like, ooh, a nice little treat would be good right now. I'm not gonna do it because I'm on my training. I'm gonna have a Spindrift. And that's about it. Those are the clutch things. I think that we're going out to dinner tonight. We found a really cool spot that is a free range fast food place, and they have a really good looking teriyaki chicken bowl with brown rice, broccoli in it. So we'll check that out next. So we're out in the Deschutes National Forest, and I just wanted to give a quick little update on week 5 of the 12-week transformation series that we're going through. Last week we hit the biggest milestone ever, getting down into the ones, 199. I haven't been in the ones for 4 years, since before 2020. So that's a really big milestone for me. Now, doing this whole transformation vlog, I'm not just looking at my weight. Of course, that's an important factor, but I'm monitoring my heart rate training zones. I'm also doing my nutrition and my macros. And with that means I'm also monitoring my body fat percentage. Because when it comes down to this, when it comes to recompositioning your body, what you want to do is make sure that your body fat percentage is changing. Because what that will tell you is that your muscle is growing, and then any soft tissue above it that you don't need with body fat is decreasing. And ultimately, that's what we really want. That's going to make the strongest, healthiest body for the longevity of a lifetime in fitness. So last week, during week 4, I did my body fat composition with Fit Body Scans. We have a little scale that it scans what your body fat is at. When I first started, so during week 0, my body fat was at 29%. And that's when I weighed in at 202.5 as well. Now that I'm down to 199, I redid my body fat percentage, and it's at 28% this week. We're a third of the way in, and I'm already down 1 whole body fat percentage, which is pretty epic for me, because it's not always easy to lose body fat, especially when you're recomping. Stoked on that, able to get my body fat percentage down. We'll see what it ends up at. We're a third of the way in, week 5 now, a couple more weeks to go, and we'll just see what happens. Doing that, ultimately, still at 1,800 calories this week. We can show you that on the screen up here. Just been doing this road trip. One of the things that I wanted to talk about during this traveling and the road trip is being prepared. I showed you all the foods that I've been prepared with, and it's really important if you want to stick to your training plan, stick to your nutrition plan, whatever your calories and your macros are, to be prepared with the foods that are going to support that most. With that said, of course things come up. I probably forgot to bring a couple of things. I have a partner who isn't in the fat loss phase right now, so she's eating at maintenance and trying to navigate what that's like. You know, if she wants to go out and I don't, how we can work with that. One of the biggest things during this has been that I've noticed is a little bit of anxiety coming up as I'm decreasing my calories, which means less food in the day, and having to be mindful about what meals I'm eating when I'm eating them. So that means if we go out on an adventure, go do something like this, I have to bring my lunch with me, to bring it at the perfect measured point of, if I'm today for lunch, I'm having 6 ounces of chicken, a little bit of beef jerky, and a protein bar. That's what it is until we have a bigger meal tonight. Noticing the anxiety come up because I'm not in my usual situation of at home, I could cook something. If I need a few more calories, I could just have something else. I'm bound to what I've decided my lunch is going to be. And I don't know if it's going to be enough for my body. And not knowing has left me with a little bit of anxiety because I don't want to run out of energy while we're doing these adventures. Because it's fun. It's fun to travel. It's fun to explore and see new places. So I've really just taken a step back and taken a breath with that anxiety, acknowledging it, and just said, I really do have enough fuel for my body to sustain. I really do. So it's more of a mental and emotional thing to breathe through. And just really coming to a point where I trust. I trust that I have enough. I know that the next meal is coming. I know that I'm going to have enough energy. And I'm going to make the next best decision for whatever my nutrition or training program is. That trust is a huge factor. With that trust comes up with the environment that I've set myself up in. It is paramount, absolutely paramount, that my partner, my family knows what I'm doing right now, that I'm on this fat loss phase, that I'm recording it, because that adds another extra element to this entire thing, and that I need support. And I am so lucky and I'm so grateful to have the support of my partner and my family as I'm doing this, because she might not be cutting right now, but she knows what it's like to cut. She knows what it's like to need a meal at a certain time. So there's no extra added grief about, man, why can't you just have fun? Why can't we just go out to eat somewhere? None of that comes up because she supports me. And I would say that's one of the hugest factors of this is I have support and love around me for what I'm doing. And that just makes it that much easier when I'm doing something that's this uncomfortable. So shout out to my family, shout out to Gretchen and my partner. Thank you so much for all your support. I couldn't do this without you. Okay, y'all, last but not least, week 5 was also the 2-year anniversary of the release of my book that I wrote. On October 4th, 2022 is when it was released, The Healing Gem of Arcadia. It's out, publication now, been there for 2 years. People have been reading it. People are still reading it. It's a children's fiction novel, but people of all ages are gonna enjoy it. They have enjoyed it. I've heard lots of great reviews about it. Check it out. Link down below if you wanna get your own copy, and it's available everywhere that you can find books. So, Healing Gem of Arcadia, if you want to see what it's like to find a treasure map and go through a hidden portal to a magical land. Ooh, fun stuff. All right, until next week, we will have more updates for you, and we'll see you then.